Hello, boys and girls. Miss Coughlin here, reading From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. And today, after I'm done reading and on our flip grid, I'm going to ask you what was the author's purpose. So the author's purpose is why the author wrote the book. And I'm going to give you three choices. So it says here, it's all about pie. That's for P-I-E. So the first P, the P is for persuade. Sometimes authors write books because the author tries to get you to do something or believe what he's saying. For example, the author might write, "This pie is so delicious. You will want to go buy one right now. Pies are on sale today for $3.99. What a great price." So that author is trying to get you to buy pie. Here's some other examples, like ads. McDonald's tries to get you to eat McDonald's, or some authors might help write like an ad for a sale, or this is eat more chicken because the cows don't want you to eat cows. And then like this magazine article is about president. Okay. Inform. The author writes to give you information about a topic. Okay. So here's some book examples here. This book or magazine is about the oceans. This is about planes. This one here is about frogs. And this one is about how does a seed grow. So sometimes authors write books to inform you, to give you information. And the other one is to entertain. The author tells a story that we will enjoy. So here's some stories, and it's just for fun and just to enjoy the story. The Pout-Pout Fish, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, No David, or The Very Hungry Caterpillar. So the author's not trying to persuade you or inform you about any information in these books. It's just to entertain, just to enjoy. Okay, so at the end of this book, I'm going to ask you, what was the author's purpose? Okay, From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. From Seed to Plant. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. Seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. So a sunflower seed will grow into a sunflower, and an oak tree. An acorn seed, acorn is a seed, it will grow into an oak tree. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. And these labels here are the labels of all the different types of flowers you see. A flower is made up of many parts. So this part here is the stem. Okay, and here are the ovules. So at the bottom of the pistils, which are here, this is at the bottom of the pistils, are tiny egg cells called ovules. Here's the petals of the flower. And this is where we said this is the pistil. In the center of the flower is the pistil. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is the stigma. And then these stamens make yellow powder called pollen. And the parts of the flower around the pistils are the stamens. These make pollen. It's kind of like this yellow powder. We'll talk more about that. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of the flower like itself. This is called pollination. So some of the pollen, which is on here, on the stamen, has to go onto the stigma. That's called pollination. And then it kind of like sends a message down there for the seeds to be made. Pollination happens in different ways. Often wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice called nectar, pollen rubs onto their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off onto its pistil. So bees will be rubbing from one flower, then they go to another and they bring the pollen there. Butterflies and birds too. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into an ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. The seeds grow inside the flower. Even as the flower begins to die, let me read that sentence again. That's called self-correction. I'm going to go back and correct myself. The seed grows inside the flower, even as the flower begins to die. As the seeds become bigger, a flower or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of the plant where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. This is how seeds get carried to different places. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There, they travel on the water until they stick to dirt along a shore. So this is a coconut from a palm tree growing a new palm tree. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later, they drop off onto the ground. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes, and directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a seed coat on the outside to protect it. It's kind of like the inside of a seed. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. Oh, connection. We just read about soil last week. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot toward the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil and the sunlight and the air all around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. And then here is a project here, or an experiment, or it says how to raise bean plants. I'm not going to read it, but I can take a picture of it and post it on Classroom, Google Classroom, if you guys want. The end. Okay. Why do you think Gail Gibbons, the author, wrote this book? Let's go back. Was she trying to get us to do something? Was she trying to persuade us? Or was she trying to give us information and tell us about seeds? Or was she just for entertainment, just for fun? Or did she give us a lot of information about seeds, where she told us where they come from, how they're made, what they turn into, what they need? Leave your answer on Flipgrid. Thanks. Bye.